Most people think the supernatural events of the Bible ended 2,000 years ago. They think the miracles, the giants, and the divine judgments are locked away in ancient parchment. But what if I told you that some of those judgments never ended? Across the globe, there are specific coordinates, real places you can visit on Google Maps that carry a heavy, unexplained atmosphere. Places where the ground is literally salted, where animals refuse to go, and where God Himself declared a perpetual desolation. Today on Pit to Palace Stories, we are traveling to the 5 most cursed locations on earth mentioned in the Bible. And pay close attention to number 1, because according to the book of Revelation, the ancient entities trapped beneath its soil are starting to wake up. Our first stop is the lowest point on the surface of the earth, the Dead Sea. In Genesis 19, the Bible describes a rain of brimstone and fire that erased Sodom and Gomorrah from existence. Skeptics used to say this was just a myth, but modern explorers have found something terrifying. Scattered throughout the region are millions of pea-sized balls of 98% pure sulfur. This isn't volcanic sulfur. It's white, it's powdery, and when lit, it burns with a blue flame so hot it can melt through a car engine. But the curse isn't just in the rocks, it's in the water. The Dead Sea is nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean. No fish can swim here. No plants can grow. It is a literal dead zone. The Bible says in Ezekiel that one day these waters will be healed, but for now, it remains a silent, salt-crusted graveyard, a physical reminder of what happens when the cup of iniquity finally overflows. Next, we move to modern-day Iraq, to the ruins of Babylon. This was once the jewel of the world, the seat of King Nebuchadnezzar. But in Isaiah 13, God issued a specific, chilling curse. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Do you realize how rare that is? Most ancient ruins become tourist hubs or modern cities. Look at Rome, look at Athens. But Babylon? In the 1980s, Saddam Hussein tried to defy this prophecy. He spent millions rebuilding the palace, carving his name into the bricks to rival Nebuchadnezzar. He wanted to bring the Golden City back to life. What happened? His empire crumbled. He was hunted down, and the city was abandoned once again. To this day, the local Bedouins, the Arabians mentioned in the prophecy, refuse to pitch their tents within the ruins at night. They claim the shadows there aren't empty. They say the goat monsters mentioned in the Hebrew texts still roam the dust. You've heard of the miracles of Jesus, but have you heard of His woes? In the Gospels, Jesus performed most of His miracles in 3 cities, Bethsaida, Capernaum, and Chorazin. But the people there saw the miracles and simply walked away. They weren't impressed. So Jesus did something out of character. He cursed them. He said, "Woe to you, Chorazin." He claimed it would be more tolerable for the pagan city of Tyre than for them. If you visit the ruins of Chorazin today, you'll see something strange. Unlike other ruins made of gold and limestone, Chorazin is built entirely out of black basalt rock. It looks charred, like a city made of coal. While the surrounding areas of Galilee are lush and green, Chorazin remains a jagged, black skeleton of a city. It is a place of spiritual deafness, a location where the presence of God was offered, rejected, and then permanently withdrawn. In Deuteronomy 27, God gave the Israelites a strange command. Half of the tribes were to stand on one mountain to shout blessings. The other half were to stand on Mount Ebal to shout curses. Mount Ebal became the mountain of the curse. For centuries, this mountain was ignored, but recently archaeologists discovered something that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. They found an ancient altar, and on that altar they found a small lead tablet. When they scanned the tablet, the inscription read, "Cursed, cursed, cursed."
cursed by the God Yahweh. It is the oldest Hebrew writing ever found. The mountain literally held on to the curse for over 3,000 years. To this day, Mount Ebal is noticeably more barren and desolate than the Mountain of Blessing right next to it. It stands as a silent witness that the words we speak into the atmosphere have a physical shelf life. Finally, we come to the most terrifying location of all, the River Euphrates. This isn't just a river, it is a boundary. The Bible says it was one of the 4 rivers of Eden, but it also says something much darker. In Revelation 9, it reveals that 4 fallen angels are currently bound in the great river Euphrates, held there for a specific hour, day, month, and year. For thousands of years, the Euphrates was a massive, roaring torrent. It was impossible to see what was at the bottom. But today, the Euphrates is drying up. As the water recedes, strange things are appearing. Ancient tunnels, carved prison-like cells in the rock, and most disturbingly, locals have started recording sounds from the dry riverbed, sounds that sound like deep metallic groaning and chains. Is the curse of the Euphrates lifting? Are the prisoners about to be released? The geography of the Bible is shifting right before our eyes. These places prove that the Bible isn't just a book of stories, it's a map of reality. Which of these locations surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to know more about what's hidden beneath the Euphrates, you need to watch my video on the 4 angels buried alive, right here. I'm your name or channel name, and this is Pit to Palace Stories.